Friends, how are you? I hope you all are fine. I am your subject teacher of social study, and in our last video we have discussed about the worksheet of chapter number 15. Chapter name is Some Great Empires of India, that is part 1. And in this video we are going to discuss about the worksheet of chapter number 15 also, that is part 2. So students, first of all, let's have a quick overview on the chapter number 15 once again for your better understanding and for your worksheet, because the whole worksheet in question answer depend upon the chapter number 15. So students, your chapter name is Some Great Empires of India. Some Great Empires of India. India is a very old country. There were many kings and queens, how they ruled their kingdom, how they fought many battles, how they treated their peoples, make fascinating stories. Last year we read about Ashoka and Harsha, we two great kings of ancient India. In this lesson, you will learn about the Gupta and the Chola rulers. They belong to two powerful dynasties that ruled ancient India for many years. They helped to build a strong society and rich culture in our country. So, students, first ruler is Guptas. Around 1700 years ago, a king named Chandragupta first ruled over Magad, a kingdom in present-day Bihar, and the capital of his kingdom was at Patliputra, present-day Patna. Under him and his descendants, the kingdom grew till it covered most of northern India. When a kingdom becomes so big, it is called an empire, and the Gupta dynasty ruled over their empire for about 300 years. Next one is the Cholas. So, students, Gupta dynasty ruled over the northern parts of India, and the Cholas were a dynasty of powerful ruler in southern India. So both of them, first one is ruled on northern India, Cholas dynasty ruled over a southern India. So students, now look at the exercises, that is answer the following questions in one or two sentences. It means in this exercise you have to give answer according to the given questions, and your answer should be in only one or two sentences. Look at the first one. Where was the capital of the Gupta located, and what is it known as today? So student, what we call the capital of Gupta's dynasty and what is it known as today? Your answer is the capital of the Guptas located at Patliputra, present day Patna. Now look at the next, that is question number 2. What is an empire? So students, in this question you have to describe about an empire. In second question you have to describe about an empire. Your answer is a very large kingdom is called an empire. A very large kingdom is called an empire. So now look at the question number 3. Look at the question number 3. Name the great Sanskrit poet at the court of Chandragupta II. So students, in question number 3, you have to write about the great Sanskrit poet at the court of Chandragupta II. So your answer is Kalidas. Kalidas was the great Sanskrit poet at the court of Chandragupta II. Student, Kalidas. Kalidas was the great Sanskrit poet, belonged to the Chandragupta II courts, and with the help of Kalidas, the Chandragupta II learned many things from him. Now look at the question number 4. Your question number 4 is name the two islands captured by Raja Raja Chola. So students, in this question you have to tell about and you have to told about the two island which was captured by the Raja Raja Cholas. Look at the answer. Your answer is Lakshadweep and Maldive Island. Lakshadweep and Maldive Island are the two islands captured by Raja Raja Chola. So students, now come on the exercise 4th. Come on exercise 4th, and your exercise 4th is answer the following questions in a paragraph. It means in this exercise you have to give answer according to the given question and your answer should be in a paragraph. Look at the question number 1. Why is the period of Gupta rule called the Golden Age? So students, why we call the period of Gupta rule the Golden Age? Your answer is the Gupta period is often called a Golden Age because the Gupta period is often called the Golden Age because the empire was largely peaceful and secure. So student, the empire of Gupta's period was largely peaceful and secure. Second, trade with other countries prospered. So student, trade with other countries prospered in Gupta's period. So we call the Gupta period is a Golden Age. Third, there was an all-round development in the field of learning, science, literature, architecture and sculpture. So student, there was an overall development, all-round development in the field of learning, science, literature, architecture and sculpture. That's why we call the Gupta period a Golden Age. Look at the next questions. That is question number 2. Write a short note on Samudragupta. It means in question number 2 you have to write about Samudragupta. Who was Samudragupta? Your answer is Samudragupta was the son of Chandragupta first. He fought many battles and expanded the Gupta Empire till it stretched from Assam in the east to the border of Punjab in the northwest. Samudragupta is said to have been an ideal king. He was a warrior, poet and a musician. He was a warrior, a poet and a musician. Now come on the question number 3. Your question number 3 is what were the territories conquered by the Raja Raja first and Rajendra first? So student, which territories conquered by these two kings? Your answer is Raja Raja first and Rajendra first conquered the rest of Sri Lanka and marched across the Kalinga, present day Odisha, to Bengal, crossing the rivers Ganga in the process. And with the help of a strong navy, Rajendra first even crossed the Bay of Bengal and occupied parts of the Malay Peninsula and Sumatra. So now look at the question number 4. Discuss in brief the growth of art and literature during the Cholas period. So student, in question number 4, you have to discuss about the growth of art, architecture and literature during the Cholas period. So look at the answer. Your answer is art and architecture were given a lot of importance in the Cholas period. The sculptor made a beautiful statue of the god Shiva. Images were made of stone and bronze. Literature in the Tamil and Kannada language developed. And the rule of the Chola is remembered today mainly for the contributions they made to India, art and culture. So students, I hope you all are understood about the exercise 3rd and 4th, and you have to done this exercise in your CW copy. This is your today's homework. So that's all, and thank you.